A while ago, a friend of mine said to me, he gave me probably the most important advice that I've ever heard when it came to parenting. He said, Jeff, don't give your children what you didn't have. Give your children what you didn't know. When I was growing up, I used to love me some sneakers. Like as a kid, I'm sure a lot of kids, they love sneakers. Particularly, I used to love me some Air Jordans, especially them Jordan 4s with the triangle on the side. I used to love me some Air Jordans. But my parents couldn't afford Air Jordans. I didn't have Air Jordans. But I'm older now, so I can go out and buy my own Air Jordans. In fact, I can go out and buy my children those same Air Jordans. But it's not about giving your children what you didn't have. It's about giving them what you didn't know. And see, what I didn't know is those Jordans would go up so much in value. So 2 weeks ago, I took my sons, 9 and 6 years old, the two oldest boys, and we went out to the Foot Locker and we stood in line. We purchased the last 2 pairs of Jordan 4s. Now listen, we didn't buy those shoes to put them on our feet. We didn't buy those shoes so we can match and look all cute. We bought those shoes, actually let me correct myself. My sons bought those shoes so they can learn how to hold them and flip them, invest them, and they can actually sell them for more than what they bought them for.
What did we do today?
We bought the Jordan 4s.
And why did we buy them?
And we got them to keep them and sell them to make money.
How did they learn this? They learned it through reading. They learned it through understanding. They learned it through online tutorials. Information changes your situation. Don't give your children what you didn't have. Give them what you didn't know. There was a time when I really wanted to get into investing into stocks, but it just seemed like it was over my head. It seemed like an old rich guy thing. So I decided one day, you know what? Let's just jump in 2 feet and let's get this done. So I picked up a book on investing for dummies. I read the book, didn't understand the book, but I read it again, and I read it again, and I highlighted, and I continued to read until eventually I started to comprehend what the book was talking about. I went out there and I took a course, and the things I learned from the book, I applied it to the course. So eventually I got to the point where I understood, and now I can start investing into stocks. Now about 6 months ago, my 2 oldest sons, again, at 6 and 9 years old, they came to me and they said, Daddy, we want to buy some Nikes. I'm like, okay, Nike shoes? They're like, no, we want to buy stocks in Nike. I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I say to them, how much did you buy that stock for? $69, Daddy. Okay, and how much is it going for right now? $85. Okay, how much money have you made per stock? $16, Daddy. Let me ask you this. Did you have to wake up in the morning and go to a job that you hate to make that money? No, Daddy. Did you have to go to a job to deal with a supervisor that you can't stand? No, Daddy. So how did you make the money? Through investments, through passive income. Information changes your situation. Don't give your children what you didn't have. Give them what you didn't know.